And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast, sponsored by Generator Supercenter of Amarillo.
Well, good Monday morning, everyone. Unfortunately, starting off the day on a windy note. Here at the time of recording, just before the 5 o'clock hour, we're seeing gusts pushing close to 40 miles an hour in some places, gusts anywhere from 20 to 30 miles an hour for a lot of the region out there. Current temperatures are down in the mid-50s, so not quite as cool out there, but that's a side effect of those strong southwesterly winds out there here as we start out today. And that's our next weather maker. We're going to be windy, dry, and a little bit cooler. Now, of course, we had the chilly conditions for your Sunday. I don't think we're going to match that, at least for today, but tonight we certainly may. So let's take a look at your wind forecast here, because this tells the story for the day. As you're going to see those winds out of the west, kind of southwest as we start the day at a good 15 to 25 miles an hour here as you start the day. But late morning, early afternoon, you'll see right now by lunchtime, winds are still out of the west for a lot of us, but you'll see up in the northern parts of the area, a cold front is coming, and that's going to shift those winds out of the north going into the early afternoon period. That'll basically cap our daytime high. So whatever we get to when those winds shift out of the north, that's probably going to be about as warm as we get. We're going to see sunny skies all day long. We're going to stay dry. There's no moisture expected. You're going to see right there those winds turn out of the northeast. Thankfully, calm going into your Tuesday, so the winds won't be a concern after today. But today is certainly going to be a blustery day out there. So temperatures, 50s out there right now. We're going to be getting up into the 60s. Like I said, warm, dry, southwesterly winds gets us up into the mid to upper 70s by the midday hours. Places like Childress, maybe 90. Yet again, 80s off towards the south, but low 70s up north. Like I said, that 78 we hit here in Amarillo around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, looking like that'll be our peak as we start to drop down into the 60s by sundown tonight. So let's talk about our humidity. Right now, there are no fire-related watches or warnings, but we do anticipate the possibility of it. As you'll see right here at those peak winds in the early afternoon, relative humidity values are down around 10 to 20%. That's plenty dry out there, so do keep an eye out for any wildfire danger and just, of course, be safe out there. Thankfully, that cold front, even though it's going to be windy, does bring those values up into the 20 to 30% range, so wildfire danger won't be as much of a concern. And like I said, cooler weather with that cold front, we're going to drop down to 38 degrees overnight tonight. You're going to see a mix of some mid-30s in some parts of the area, so may see another round of some frost advisories as well. Of course, we'll keep you in the loop on that should anything get issued, but like I said, as of early this morning, not seeing any of those watches or warnings currently. So 78 today, 71 tomorrow. We'll be somewhere around the 70s here for the rest of the work week, with maybe Thursday seeing a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Of course, we'll keep a very close eye on that as we get closer.